See the brother.
Cool dada.
I therefore really step back and start look for my father, you know. Become like people get knowledge from him, so I'm his son, so I bet I'm gonna take some knowledge from him too.
This ain't no place for me. Tell mama pray for me. I hope I make it through. Friends didn't wait for me. You see one tell me say faith move mountain.
It's like a standard of music, is a music family. Digital.
I'm in the chosen dog. One day if you're chosen, bro. Wicked heart now give a eye to righteousness.
The catalog speaks for itself. Say just more music up on top. That's all. It carries on.
This ain't no place for me.
Now onto the babe on the suckling, or even an ugly duckling, keep listening. Rocking and stalking, get that kind of spin. Here we go. It's just reality. It's a barranking mind. Reality, some of them have eyes and still looking blind.
Digital response, most of them cats eat, you know. Digital makes some very, very great songs. Yes, he's one of the great producers. He was the #1 man at Jammy for quite a while till he went in and do his own thing, you know.
Like this one called Punani.
Well, it didn't happen like Bobby walking through my door. I went to Bobby.
Oh, boy.
One of my friends, who is Bobby's friend, you know, he had a sound system, so he wanted me to string up the sound for him.
Means I took digital. It wasn't digital yet. Took Bobby down to Jammy and say, he liked the shooter thing and he would like to learn to cut dub and thing like that.
So I said, no problem, man. Send me in Monday, you know. He was a technician too. Bobby, he does, you know, electronics too.
Technician, not an engineer. Technician that fixes television and radio and all those things.
When I arrived, you know, I spoke to him and I said, okay, Bobby, we're going to start cutting some dubs. So we went to the dub machine and showed them how it operates.
Sir, Jam is cutting the one dub plate and I say, you know, simple thing. Jam is leave the dub room and went inside, you know. And when him come back, he started doing what he was doing. He must say, what? Are you have to go run the place now, you know? Yeah, man. And from that, you know, Jam is just entrust me if you know, say, yeah, are you in charge of this?
When he cut the first dub plate, I said, okay, Bobby, well, you know, is you going to control the dub studio, so, you know.
One night, Jammy get the flu.
So I couldn't go in the air condition to work, so he said, okay, Jammy, just show Bobby what to do, man, and Bobby will do it, man.
Bobby, may I go work tonight, you know. So we did the voicing. Pat Kelly and Alcam was singing harmony. You have work and only dub alone. You have to do this part of the business. It's the most interesting part.
I knew that he would be one of the best engineers in the business, you know what I mean?
Digital became Jammy's right-hand man.
Digital.
Well, they know, I think Dixon is Bobby had a name, don't you? But everybody know him as Digital. Yes.
Striker Lee have a man. Him give almost every engineer name.
Striker was the man who gave him my name too, you know. From the prince to the king, you know.
I was always new equipment. I was like all those XPX, new reverb system. I usually just sit down and I was like this, trying to get the sound want to know how these things work, you know, because if you get a new piece of thing, you have to know the inside out, you know. Trically said, Jammy, that one your name Digital, man.
Because remember, he had a sound you know, named Heatwave. A very popular sound.
When you have an experience in the sound system world before you start, even producing, it boosts you.
It wasn't like plenty little sound you hear this started and all that. Anywhere Heatwave play, man, you saw a following, man. It sold out.
He would cut a dub plate and go to the dance and play it and come back the next day and change something because when he heard it played, it didn't sound the way he wanted it to sound. So dancehall music, that era, benefited from that instant feedback from what the selectors coming in on a daily basis and cutting dub. And nobody brings feedback as much as selectors. You played a dance last night and you played this particular song, and when you played the other song, the crowd, it sounded better on your set. The next day they came to cut dubs and we were getting that feedback right away.
To let the people hear it, because the sound system was like a radio station for us in those days. A typical day you'd find hundreds of people out there, hundreds of artists, sound system owners, wanted to get a chance to voice, wanted to get a chance to audition, or wanted to just get a chance to cut a dub, you know. Sound system owners leave from Montego Bay, all over the country. And this was a central place where everybody used to come for the dub cutting. Bobby was the main engineer that I really took special interest in.
Bobby did everything at Jammy. You know what I'm saying? Everything, he voiced, he mixed, auditioned, and he also did engineer and everything.
Anything I wanted to do, I used to say Bobby. I used to call Bobby, you know. Most of the things.
Cutting the acetate so a man could go and play that music. Like they would call it one-away songs, pre-release songs.
As long as the tape start rolling, if you make a mistake, it's a whole plate that's spoiled.
I have some fresh set of songs that nobody else don't have. A man could have dig in box and he say, yeah, nah man, you're dead tonight, you know, cause we have an hour sleep, yeah, you know. Yeah.
Being a sound man gives you a lot of training.
We make them as special for our sound system first, you know. Calling our sound's name and all them things. And then we just carried back at the studio and we said, no, we're going to take out them sound thing. Because this has to be a record itself.
They had a context in which they were making these songs, and they were making these songs for the sound system. And so they knew how they wanted the song to sound.
When we play this mash up the place. Fence kick down. Yeah. Police fire shot. And you say, yo, yeah man, you forget the thing. Right, and you go back and you go to your drawing board and you say, yeah, we're going to vice this, we're going to vice this, we're going to vice this. And, yeah. And the thing was, everything worked out. In our community that we grew up, you know, is like a lot of different sound system and a lot of music come out of the West. You understand? Because we have musicians amongst us, we have singers amongst us as a kid growing up. You have Black Row, you have Wailing Soul, you have a group by the name of Black Crucial, you have all sort of people around us, DJs, Hugh Brown, Trevor Rankin, Nicodemus, call the name them from the West.
You kind of heard where that Black Horse sound came from or that Junior Reid sound came from, because it's sound, you know, you could hear the influences of that life in Waterhouse, and I said, okay.
You can talk about all the liquor sound system back in that time, where positive, everything was positive and joyful. So people could just come and enjoy themselves, and, you know, and that's still instilling me, you know, say I want to do music that it can live on just like when I usually go to the dance and listen to music. It's still in me. I can remember everything from the first dance at 13 I still remember what the selector was playing, and you know, it's just a mellow mood, you know.
Bobby was coming from like jammies and leaving jammies, making his own sound, Heatwave, and you know, him was always among Steely and Clevie them.
Bobby, jammies, Steely and Clevie. It was a team.
Bobby was one of the main, you know, student in this college. He graduated with honors, you know.
Say I am gonna voice some of these people and try a little label myself.
In Jamaica there's a party. Beanie beanie boy, you come no man, get all the woman them whining boy you.
That is what bloomed to this, you know. So I have to give God thanks, you know.
It was like a transfer of artists back here at you and then with Bobby and thing, and you know, because everyone loved Bobby from like Jammy, so we always, the artists always, they move along.
Shabba, Peeny, Lonesome Side with Cocotte, Time Is So Serious, Admiral Tibet. Early set of songs then. Mama Man with Shabba, Drum Spread Out with Flower Gun and Daddy Lizard, Too Much Jealousy, Admiral Tibet, Sweet Baby, Brian and Tony Gold. I can remember those songs out of my head because those songs was the first set of songs I gave dynamics. This is where I started to do something for myself.
When digital hit the scene now for himself, come with Shabba, right? And the rest is history.
Girls of mercy, I am bad, mad, and no wicked in the bed.
I used to do Shabba stuff, early Shabba stuff. I was like, Mr. Boy, I have to find this police, so that's when I say, let me find Bobby Digital. The two songs that ended up on Shabba's album, As Raw As Ever. It's two songs that I just did, two tracks that I just did. I didn't even know that Shabba would end up on them. Gun for Me and Woman Tango. Me have my gun for me, I'm not take it off. Yeah. When I went back to far now, my profile went up a little bit more. My price went up a little bit more.
yeah, you know, Bobby move on and he did very good. We get a lot of hits with Shabba Ranks. I Love the Gun, Shine and Chris, Wicked in a Bed, and the list goes on. Going inside to work, he was outside, you know. Boy, I want a boss, you know. A union specialist. I mean, man, Shabba, you know. From then it started. He believes in me, I believe in him. I think that he was different, you know. His writing skill different.
What DJs do is what we call the in other words. You know, so you speak as subtly as you want to be. In other words, stop that, you know what I mean? And that is what DJs bring, and Shabba does it so well.
In the early 80s, 90s, you know, come to London so we can have a little autograph signing at Tower Records. Kids looted the place. At first we told the people, get some security. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Shabba Ranks. I said, what do I see later? When Shabba go to the store, it's BBC. It came out on Reggae Riot.
The work that Bobby did speak for itself. So I would say if it wasn't Bobby Digital, the works that he performed, maybe Sonny wouldn't have been tested. You know what I'm saying? So I have to give Bobby a thumbs up for that.
Shabba was like coming from the underground. Like nobody, they didn't expect that uproar and turnout. You understand? Yeah, man. So we know that Shabba was something different from that time.
Well, he used to have I would say, a signature piece, try to fold pants foot up. You know what I'm saying? But it works here until we take it over there and turn it into a different, you know, keep upgrading the Rolex, the different type of stuff.
There's a sound, not it's so weird. It's weird. It's like I hear about it until I know it. It's not the size of the studio, it's who around the board.
Something about these little boxes, they have more vibes, more hit songs come out of them, you know? All of my hit songs, most of my hit songs come from those two little boxes when the jam is on and we want to go see what they say.
It's a sound you have to work with. It's not much of really playing. Yeah, playing have something to do with it still, like musician, that type of musician, but they have a certain sound and certain people use a certain sound. So if you want certain sounds, you have to come in above to get that sound.
With sound, with music, it doesn't matter what genre of music you're doing. As long as you're getting that sound, what you want to hear. Once you get that, that's what you work with. So it could be lovers rock, could be pop, could be roots rock. As long as you're getting that sound, you work with it.
Bobby always get that sound, that especially me as a drummer. Sometimes you go to different studio, different engineer, you don't get back the same sound like you said, but that's not how the sound. But Bobby, you get the true sound from Bobby all the time. You get a true sound, your bass will be pumping because in the beginning that, like a tube amps, the bass will be, you know, and yeah, everything will be there, you know, pumping and thing because that is Bobby vibe.
For some reason, something here that it's just a vibe that creates that thing, you know. I go inside there and everything seems to just come out of the walls.
You can't go somewhere else and attempt to say you want Bobby sound. It never work. You have to come and get the kind of a certain way of doing things.
I found that round at Bobby, I would go there early in the morning and that would happen. That would happen.
You got some old vintage stuff they said you must recognize the past to assure the future. But that's what it is now. You know, everything changes, but if you want that sound, you have to go see Bobby.
Then the look studio now, what call it the backroom studio. A great studio, great sound from that studio. Yeah man, it's great. Very, very great studio. Yeah, the sound in there is awesome.
There's something about a small space. And I'm glad he never really liked to get a big, there's something about that vibe of the cramped, I don't know if it's the cramped energy or whatsoever, but I don't know.
I can't tell you that this studio have a sound. We don't really hear it nowhere else. Yeah, the studio itself have a sound. And if you would in this studio work and you work alongside Bobby, you get a sound. And Bobby have a great sound, he have a good hearing. I know him thing. You know it.
The first hit song come out of this place, huh? That's ever can remember, you know. Sanchez, you know. You're not alone. And I can't wait.
Now that we are together, I can't wait till the morning comes.
That's a great thing about Bobby place. Now when you come here, you just feel that vibe, that strength, the energy, you know. You don't feel like you miss your home. You come and you don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, it's fine by this song. Go back in time, brother.
Now let's give thanks and praise unto the Most High. Jah Rastafari, King of all kings, rule all.
Dean Fraser on background vocals. Wrong Move, Dalton Brown the guitar. Danny Bassey. Yeah. And this drum track was T.T. Moss, you know? T.T. Moss. Yeah.
To carry on, give us strength. Mighty Jah, give us strength. And no harder. Children working harder, day and night, striving to survive. Striving to survive. Listen, lots of things to take care of.
when I started up the studio and Garnett and Reggae would have just walk come from round to come check me and, you know, all the vibes. And Garnett have a brethren named Collins, Color, from up Mandeville, you know, and came here one day and saw me voicing Garnett, you know. And he looked at me and said, Bobby, what you doing? Them things there, me not think them gonna work, you know. I mean, I say, hey, not gonna work. Alright, then you're not gonna see if them not gonna work. Yeah, man. So the man tell me that, man, it's like I have this drive to go a little harder.
Enemies, oh Lord, hide me from the secret.
The conviction, you can hear a man what delivering from his heart, not just lip. You feel something different. Let's get cool bumps.
Give us strength. Our Father who art in Zion.
Bobby is always into new acts, so that would have given Bobby that edge, you know, because he knew when he had something good, when he had something new and good.
When Garnett still used to come in the studio here at night time, and he used to DJ, him and Tony Rebel and Dirk Morgan to sing. You have a nice voice, sing, man, and you know, every day when the music up from my yard to Bobby Digital till Bobby start recording. And I said, what, Mr. Lee, you know, Reggae? I said, no, man, you had to record with a good man, stick with him, man.
If he had to do it without any money, you know, he would have done it because he was on a mission. I felt that with Garnett.
Bless me, mighty Jaja, bless me.
Garnett was actually signed to Steely and Clevie exclusively, and we could have prohibited him working with anyone else, and we allowed for him to work with Bobby Digital.
The first day Bobby called me, and Bobby said, tell me about this song. And I remember saying to him, this sounds like the Tracy Chapman of reggae music. And Garnett was standing in that corner. You know, that's what I said to Bobby. And Bobby said, you really think something? I said, Bobby, this is unique, this is different.
We thought about it carefully. Which producer could we send Garnett to that would help to deliver the right kind of sound? And Bobby was the choice.
When I hear a sound, I hear an artist with a sound and know it.
So without your help, I know I suffer.
One thing with Bobby, he can detect a very, very good artist. Can hear one.
This is not that little chump singer where just come sing with this pretty voice and everything. They're gonna sing with a vengeance.
Lord, can't you see the way is dark, and we can make it on our own. Not a puppy but a money. They're looking on what they see. The power side to locking vision. Lord, I pray for their salvation.
If you listen how I'm singing them tone and voice, man, you listen to music, them tone and voice, and how I'm singing, how I'm dominate certain part of the lyrics, them and them thing, or they call it delivery.
The vibe was great from Garnett coming, his smiles and happiness, and him have a new song and he want to sing, and he always want to sing, and he's always want to rhythms him always, it's always, you know, so the pumping up the vibes and playing music, it was great with Garnett.
Taking advantage of the underprivileged, too long living in bondage.
They can hear say I sing from somewhere, and I feel some pain somewhere, so I just sing, it just come out in my music, you know what I mean?
Garnett Silk was a very manageable person, you know. And then Mother Africa, Mama Africa, and then in burst out of the pack too. Digital makes some very, very great songs.
We felt good with the final outcome of his work with Garnett.
Oh, let God arise, let his enemies be scattered. Let them also that hate him flee before him. Get that jam, make me hear it sound.
I didn't do Cat and Garnett first, you know, I did
Till I'm laid to rest, yes.
Until I'm Laid to Rest. Yeah, Buju Banton. Yeah? That was the song I made first.
Oh, I'm in bondage, living is a mess, and I've got to rise up, alleviate the stress. No longer will I expose my weakness. Ego knowledge begins with humbleness.
Enough one thing say, I'm a Rasta man, you know, with long natty, you know. And that's why we ended up doing Don't Have to Dread to be Rasta, you know? Because it's like, it's not about the and here what you have for your head, yeah? And your heart.
You don't have to dread to be Rasta. Don't have to dread. This is not a dreadlocks thing. Divine conception of the heart.
I remember meeting Morgan Heritage maybe 5 years or so before that, when they were signed to some major label in America. A couple years after, I went to Jammy's and Jammy said, Dean, I need hand on this song now. And the voices came up and I said, wait, Morgan Heritage that? And he said, yeah man, them are coming at the groove now. And then I remember going over to Bobby. Bobby had called me and they did that duet that I played sax on. And
I can tell you, say, when them come here the first time, we come like them reach at home.
Come to play and I say, whoa, play so fast, whoa, rhythm bad, whoa, they were like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
They were, you know, like kids at the time, and I was like, they are amazing.
Morgan them come here, I tell you, like, the greatest thing them could ever do when them come here at them time there.
When those kids came to me, you know, no one know them, you know, in Jamaica, you know, no one, you know.
I'm not telling you, Bobby treat them very good.
Bobby said, George, we have some Morgan Heritage, some family from foreign and want to do some work. And it was great, playing every day and making the album.
When them come, yeah, one bus load of kids and I was saying, yeah, what is this?
The atmosphere grabbed them feel comfortable.
When Peter started to sing to me, you know, Peter was almost sounding like Garnett Silk.
That was like, yes, for me personally, you know?
They have this old family vibes again with Morgan Heritage because they come and they fall in with the family.
Bobby Digital thing with Morgan Heritage was really an upliftment. He really pointed them in a, you know, in the right direction.
Yeah, so it's like the genre of singing is like you're feeling more like a R&B flavor with the reggae. So it's a mixture because the old vocal with them from America coming to Jamaica.
We need this group here, we need this group here again, you know. We did a song named Protect Us, Jah.
That production really brought them out. I was like, wow.
Seeds of humanity, why can't we love each man equally? No matter the race, color, or creed. Let's take a look in the mirror, I say, and find our own sinful ways. That man without sin, let him come judge me while I ask, what is this world coming to? Oh, Jah, guide us through. War and violence at its peak. Protect us, Jah, please.
He just needed a good artist to bring what he can out of him, and it was always excellent. Sizzler.
Sizzler was in there holding our vibes, you know, sometimes smoking to hold a meditation to find words or find melody and thing, you know. So he was in there holding our vibes and thing and found the song, you know, singing the song and thing, but he was in a hurry. So in a hurry and going away and thing now, I found a melody for the introduction of the song, which whoa, 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 whoa. So I called him back and told him to try it on the first part of the song. And he went in there, tried, and it worked, and thing. But tell you the thing about it now, when he left now, Bob came now, and when Bob came I went around the studio, there was so much smoke in the studio. Wow, you know, we started quarreling, you know, which I can't wrong him, you know, because it's not good for the studio. But I tell him, he said, no, it's not me, it's like, you know, so they're holding a vibe and thing, you know, quarrel, but everything worked out for good, you know, because when we went into the studio like a couple days after and played the track.
And pan a different rhythm. And them come and do a thing named Babylon, give them a ride for the money, make them funny. They say, wait, where this youth can get them argument from? This youth are deep, man. Him deep. Come here, say, if a man want as pitch them lyrics, yeah, as a little youth, that youth you read hard.
He was really musically inclined from that time. He wanted to learn to play saxophones, he wanted to learn to play guitar, he wanted to learn how to make rhythms, so he's always hanging around with my drummer. So I don't think Sizzla wanted to go to school at the time. He just wanted to do music, but I forced him to go to school.
Bobby gets some great songs from Sizzla. Great songs, you know, great albums. It was like, whoa, you know? Come on, Sizzla and Bobby, and they had this connection. When Sizzla come to work with Bobby, musically, it's like, you know, it's coming out.
Every song that anybody play, they sound like a 45. Hit after hit after hit. That man can do the album on a show and don't have to sing nothing new. That's the real thing, our black woman try every one of them albums and I hit that.
Of course, I had all confidence in him that he would be a big thing, a huge success.
Miguel can write a proper composition. You can't allow him to do that because, yo, this kid have a piece of head there. He's only a man what holding a, I'm not saying now, a deep meditation could have come up with certain little things.
From PCJ come out, that was the start of season. And I think the black woman and China put him in a different era. Put him up a notch up. And then now we really dominate the whole thing now. The real thing now, just cover it outside that. Just show the whole world that this man is the greatest. Yeah.
To be honest, that album I enjoyed.
I'm missing you.
Trust me, I enjoy every bit.
Dry cry, even tears, even my heart cries, but who cares?
And when I put out that album, yeah man, it was a turning point.
They can't keep a good man down. Always keep a smile when they want me to frown. Keep the vibes and I stood my grounds. They will never ever take my crown. Oh, damn bless, I say no man curse. Things getting better when they thought it would be worse. Here comes the officers asking for a search. They found no weapon, just only a draw first. But I'm so solid as a rock, they just can't stop me now. Even when they set their traps, they just can't stop me now. People will say this and that, they just can't stop me now. Even when they set up roadblocks, they just can't stop me now.
Me and Sizzla have a chemistry. Because Sizzla listening, you know. It's not like Sizzla don't listen, you know. It's not like I just love up Sizzla if he come and talk. I say no DJ, we don't want that, we don't want it so or whatever. Because you know, anything what you're doing, you have to have guidance, you understand? But at the end of the day, when the music go out there, you know, and people start critics and all sorts of things, it take a fall back for me, and I can't allow that. You have to make sure, say, what we are doing is all about making the thing right and make it to be acceptable, and the whole vibe and the whole energy just flow nice and everything, you know.
You're only looking for the innocent to blind. When you're the ones who wish the guns down the lane, you only cause destruction and the...
Bobby Digital is the next goal in the music. And we love and respect Bobby Digital. No man no violate Bobby Digital, and we father that.
Oh, I'm so solid as a rock and they just can't...
Same as you respect your teachers and your schoolmate and your school uniform and the school. Studios are like universities, so you respect the teachers also and those who had laid the foundation for you. So it's great working with Bobby.
I can remember when Sizzla come to the last two songs, you know, and I just shake my head. I say, yes.
Yeah, man.
Is it this? Is it this?
I think Bobby really studied the artist vibration and the artist spirit for a while before choosing rhythms. That's how great I see Bobby.
He that know the right and do the wrong shall be spunk with many stride. When the heathen come, your children step wise. Even though they make mention of them and those.
While you're recording, Bobby's actually mixing the song.
You know why? Yes.
So he's getting that sound on tape.
Bobby will take weeks to mix one tune.
You would never find Bobby rushing a song or trying to put out a song as quick as possible.
You mix it, listen to it, put it down, go back to it again.
I will take a year to make an album. Because when I record a song, I go over it. I listen to it. That is the beauty about having a place where you can do your own work.
Spending hours listening to one thing over and over, you hear and get away to it. It's when you leave it and come back to it, that's all you can know what more you can do to it.
You coordinate what to be coordinated and mix if you mix and do what you do. And
give you a joke too. When the Pro Tool come in, Bobby is the man who never too like it neither, you know. Because I love him and I like tape. You never like it. But when them get used to it, you can't get him off of the board again. You know him done king on it now.
He's experimenting, he's, you know, experimenting with the sound, with the voices, with the drum, with the bass.
Like I said, Bobby know sound.
He would just do and then he see him get up and say, yes, him have it.
Evil a move with Satan. Righteous walk in the countenance of the Almighty One. Respect the father of the prophet Moses and Abraham. You have to respect the father of Jacob and Solomon. Respect the creator of many nations. He made the birds, he made the beasts, the fishes of the ocean, and fastened them together with his mighty. And he made the man, he made woman, children, the future of the land.
He always focus on this one-drop sounds.
But might feel the vibes today and just I feel like lick to rhythm now, or I might have an artist and him just say, alright, you know, I'm a bit too rhythm for him tomorrow or so. You know, you really have a special time for those certain things, you know.
We just don't go in and rush. Like we say, yeah, we just come and say, you want to play it and come. No. We go through different style and thing to get the right thing to happen.
But we'd have set up the whole thing, like the drum and everybody, we get them sound and stuff like that. The singer will come in and sing, and most of the singers them will come and sing them tune and will build a progression. But you have other singers probably come and having progression already.
When we come to the studio, I say, yo, just give me a groove there. And play, and I say, yo, try straight for one drop, whatever, march drum, whatever. And then I say, yeah, that bad, man. I say, Bobby, you know, like, one drop good and Danny play, and I say, yeah, that bad, we're gonna go. So the whole, it's a feeling of everyone within the studio.
He will tell us to come up with our own ideas, and then there are times that he will tell us to, so why look over this rhythm?
Like a Studio One or Cox and rhythm or whatever, it's always different because them always try to put something different in it.
We don't work no 10 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Strictly upon the midday, 12 o'clock, the kick-off time. I lay the tracks them to 6 or sometimes if you're 8 o'clock and something like that, or 10 o'clock.
I remember this session with Sizzler, the Real Thing album.
Started to play like the groove, so like you see in the melody and I'm playing the groove, then you know you invite Daddy to overdub the bass and then you invite Dalton.
The drums and the guitar, Dalton Brown was the guitarist at the time, and he called me and said, boy, I want to lay down this track, me and Danny. So we just came, Danny did the bass and I did the keyboard.
Sometimes Bobby like calling the whole crew, if we put on the whole structure, he will call and get to come over them.
I remember physical that day that I was doing the bulldozer rhythm thing, man. You know, Bobby's a man, you stay in the studio and then sometimes, you know, you start to bore him and he'll walk out. And so I soon come back, you know what I mean? So usually that's my cue with Bobby. If he walk out and say him soon come back, I usually know say, him not hearing what I want to hear yet. So I kept working and so when he came back, it was like, whoa, yeah man, we're ready, put one tape now.
Top 10. We just jam alone.
In the top 10, if you know, say you're in the wave, you and them.
I remember that day that I was over just me alone and Bobby said he soon come back, he was going on the road and every time I come back I'd make like 8 jump patterns, just me alone and like the top 10 came out of it.
Bobby usually just give me a free rein. He's not a man that would be imposing or say, well, you know, Paul, I don't like that. Even if he don't like it, you know, he might come back and say, change the hi-hat pattern or something.
Bobby might say, well, no, I don't want to sing that a chorus there. I don't like the chorus or the chorus that curve. Try to find a different, we can find a different chord to curve that chorus the way I sing. It sounds like one chorus of a year before. I wouldn't want to go into that, so we could change it up.
For digital, have patience and sit down with them, you know, and say, well, that not sound right, you know. We could do it again. You understand?
Bobby just have a chemistry with artists. When you come on to artists, DJ, singer, musician, entertainer, and a whole.
When you work alongside Bobby digitally, you know, he's a person who will teach you a lot of things, and a person is trying to teach you something. The more gentle they are, is the quicker for you to learn.
Bobby helps within composing the songs, you know. Yeah, you might have a line up the front, he correct you and say, let it be the third bar, put that at the first bar. It doesn't really change a thing, it helps you.
It's something else when you're comfortable with a producer and they allow you to just like, as I don't, you know, sometimes people like, you don't work hard a lot, but people have to allow my madness to just go wild. Like, you get the best work from me. When they try to curtail me, I sound curtailed.
Bobby Digital is a very free person, in which it doesn't really rush an artist.
Just working a vibe, doing the spirit telling.
Doing the right thing, singing the right thing. It's like a gift.
What I learned from Bobby is precise decision in selecting rhythms for an album with that spiritual essence.
It's like the militancy in Bobby's work. You know, he always want to keep on coming back here.
It's like you have a song for everyone. What I did, I tried to fuse like some rhythms of the past to really try captivate the young generation. Sometimes people say that recycle, but sometimes the recycle is good because you have to keep some people in tune and in mind, say this is coming from that or that is coming from that, you know. So you have to know the root of the music. It's not an overnight thing, you know, like what some of these guys think, say them just want to make a music tonight and tomorrow is hit and glamour and the glory. You know, sometimes you have to sweat first, you know. You sweat and then you bingo, right?
I like to listen because if you don't listen, you never learn.
When you're in the studio work, I would say, Shabba, that part I have to fix, you know. Yeah, man, I'm going to take him time out and say, what you want me to do, sir? Why you say no sound right, sir? Until him get it. Right, you understand? So I'm going to take pride in doing his thing.
It's good when you can listen, then everything will be okay. But when you stop listening, that's when the milk spill over.
No matter what you do in life, you need guidance. First thing, your heart have to do there. Your heart have to right. Because dirty heart don't make music.
Nowadays, enough of the young artists, they don't take telling, you know. And the ones that does not take telling, them find it hard to reach.
Music is not about me. The music is about feeding the world with the good stuff.
Bobby is a spiritual person within his work, recording, because that's Shabba Ranks same way. That's Kokoti, that's Berry Salmon. So a new foundation pathway towards greatness in the music.
Every day when we venture, come into the studio and we get a blessing, you know, because it's a blessing we get from the Almighty to say, come and do the works what we are doing, you know.
Spirituality rules the world. Righteousness, consciousness, positive vibration rule the world.
I know that when the music come out, you know, it's going to really touch some heart or some soul, some outcast. When we're behind it, that it's all about energy and love.
I think the greatest music is the music that's enhancing someone's life. As I would say, in the physical, if your life and you're doing is not to make other people happy, it don't really make any sense.
Upliftment.
So the music that uplift, elevate, inspire, and promote goodness and help to keep the people in one is the great music.
You sing, me produce. That man there, the musician, and whatsoever. You understand? So we just try to have a unit, a little family thing, because the only way it can work, you know. People have to feel at home when them come amongst you and you show the love and the respect, you understand? Because without that, you don't want to screw face when you make music.
The word of right, create. And the word of wrong, destroy.
Skill, very skill. That's the word I want to use. Very skill. He tries different things.
Bobby Digital is a pirate. Once a man come and vice him and gone, the next time I hear some people for me thing. Sang with Johnny P, sang with Shabba Ranks, sang with this, and I say, wait, what go on? But them always did well. You know what I'm saying? They always, it's a man they have the ability to make hits. Bobby is a hit maker.
When you have a hit, certain things start happening. You know, the whole universe has looked prettier, everything.
He made mistake and turned them into positive stuff. So the next time I go and said, I want that stuff that you give me. It was a mistake before, but it becomes so good now that I'm asking for the mistake. You understand that? So Bobby knows what he's doing.
Bobby was the first producer that I remember hearing, taking like a sister who was a DJ and putting a three-part female harmony to his chorus. I've never heard it before that.
He took the time and be patient to maintain and bring forward foundation music, and that's great to know that he's not being like captivated with the computer rhythms. So the culture never dies.
You see, when you set a standard, you just have to just maintain that standard, you know, so people have the outlook what they're expecting of you, you know, so you never try to go below that standard.
Anything Bobby get him deserve it, you know, because he works hard. We used to that studio till all daylight, you know.
Musically, you know, and just magic working with Bobby.
He's one of the best engineers come out of Jamaica now.
These men, in terms of what they're able to hear and to reproduce, to me, that's genius.
I always admire Bob Digital because I'm a musician. Musicians tend to rate musician producers. You understand what I'm saying? There aren't many non-musician producers that musicians tend to rate.
You're working with great people, you always feel good around them.
Get a little cassette plate, tape deck, and you hang it up on the tree. You understand? Just to capture the sound of the whole dance tonight, you know, and then you go back home and you say, yeah man, we got dance last night, you know, and this is what the DJ did I say. Yeah, and you play a little tape deck, that you would have that, and you try to hook it up to your system at home. The little system and make it play back loud like you're still at that dance, you know.